The problem is not that Deji is accusing Peter B of anything. The problem has always been the inconsistency in his thoughts and opinions about Peter B. Because sometime in 2022, 17th of June, as you can see here, Sahara reporters quoted him as saying that Peter B offered me money to support him. I rejected it. Adeyanju lamblast supporters of Labour Party presidential candidate who accused him of sycophancy. But Deji, in a tweet on the same day, as you can see, re-quoted that quote and said, "This is not what I said or meant." Simply responded to some of his supporters in anger who accused me of getting a lot to criticize him. The goal was simply to say not all those who criticize your preferred candidate are doing it because of inducement. He apologized. He said the truth. Today, he's back. Let me tell you the fact. And some of us are tenaciously, earnestly, anticipatingly waiting for the accusations on Peter Obi's image and brand to really be substantiated or evidential. Because you see, as much as we are not expecting him to be a saint or perfect, but we want to actually be able to hold him to something to say, this is the reason why we can no longer look at you in the face. Even the people that do not like Peter Obi, that will not vote for him, cannot ignore the fact that the guy is a decent card in the pack. And it's very clear. He's a very... In the crop of Nigerian politicians who are playing this politics to the highest level, Peter B is 100% different from the rest of the guys. He lives in a world of his own. So it's endearing. And it is a difficult thing for the rest of these politicians. So for Deji, who probably... And there are two reasons why Deji will continue to do what he's doing. Number one, because he has to be loyal to authority. Deji is just a young guy who's been active. Deji has been the PDP on TV recently. And you know Nigerian politics, somebody must sponsor you. Deji was a top, I think was vying for, whether it was assistant national youth leader. I can't remember what he was vying for. I can't remember, honestly. But I know that he was asking the PDP leadership at some point, just a few years ago, to give him a very top national office. But all of that did not happen. They resigned and he said he's moving to activism. God blessing him, he went on to even read law and then he's not been called to the bar. So you think all of those years he spent in politics is not being somebody that has helped him to that level. He owes those people gratitude. And you understand the Nigerian political scenery or political atmosphere, you have to be grateful to the people that have once been there. They can call you up. They've got bad records. I'm just reading an article from Charles Awuzie and then the story is very simple. Go to Charles Awuzie. By the way, you should be following Charles. Charles is one of the most brilliant Nigerian minds ever, and it's based in South Africa, but from there he's been reaching out to the world. Great guy, doing so much in tech, in faith-based conversations, everything, young people, inspiration, everything. So jump on him, look for him, especially on Facebook. That's why I enjoy a lot of his beautiful articles. And I was just sharing a couple of minutes ago as I was reading of a supposed murder case that Deji was wrapped around a couple of years ago, but he has had to pull himself out through sheer influence of some political bigwigs, and then he may have to see all those people. But that's not really the point. But there are Nigerians who are in the activism sector that we never want to see Nigeria move past this certain level, because that is the only thing that keeps them to shine. It's just like having a generator guy who repairs your gen and suddenly he's hearing that you people want to fix your power solution and give it 100% turnaround. He's not going to be happy. Same thing. The vulcanizer in your area that keeps helping you to pumping air right into your tires, for example, regularly. Now he hears that you want to go and buy original brand new tires. He will not be happy. These are the issues. This is why these guys are actually not activists. They are anarchists, and like Charles called them, cashivists. They will collect money from anybody just to remain relevant. Why are you focusing on Peter B instead of... Because you know, of course, it's easy for you to and Tinubu knows who he can defeat. Tinubu knows who will give him problem. And that is why anybody can be... I've known a few things in this country, and I can tell you, Tinubu doesn't need to relate to Deji. There is somebody in Tinubu's government that Deji is loyal to, and he says, augment it. Just like when we talk about the IGP manipulating some persons. Clearly, you can see it. Argue, but it is the fact. The IGP has got control of a few persons in the social space. And nearly, you say he wants to do this, the IGP calls. I've been in situation where they say, oh yeah, he say no, I go. No, that is another day we'll get into all of that. But Tinubu is comfortable. If Oshomole can call the other person, Shaibu can call this person can call that, Babio can call this person, matter as long Tinubu doesn't need to relate with you. As long as he has someone that can relate with you, quench the matter there. There are very few Nigerians who, by sheer luck, divine providence, and then maybe grace and mercy, they are not trapped in some political things and where people have control over them. A lot of the times, is that not how Showore left US and came to Nigeria to come and campaign against Jonathan and then thrown the fade Buhari? It may not have been his will, it may not have been that he liked Buhari, but then he was contracted to do an assignment. Whether it was for, like I said, so many persons campaigned against Jonathan or for Buhari for passion for the country because of what they were told, or some of them were mobilized. So in politics, understand that anything can happen. But the inconsistencies. The other day you said this has happened. This is not the first time. Now you were quoted, you denied and said no, that's not what you meant. Another time, now I just showed you a video a couple of hours ago where he was saying that he heard it from Fatiha. I think that's her name. Fatiha, before the 2019 election, the Northern TV host, where Peter Obi said it. And the man is saying, let's go to court, come and prove it. At least mention the place and time, the witness you have, where I gave you money. Because this, I don't know. I've also had to meet with people that I met with Peter Obi, and the man not they offer money. In fact, it's been a problem in the conversations behind Peter Obi to say, Baba, you need to give money. Moving forward, this is an election. Nigeria, there's a way our politics will be. Said, no, we cannot continue to do something the way the system has been built and expect the result to be different. So I don't know who Deji really be in the scheme of things for him to be expecting. As our 2022 Deji was voiceless. It wasn't even a force. He did not have power to have influence. Deji cannot influence 500 votes. I'm not sure Deji wins his polling unit at any time. I'm not sure he has loyalists of up to 100 that will say because you said it. Just noisemakers, activists, and jumping around and trying to create clout around themselves. Collect money and enjoy, no wahala. At least VDM don't give you newfound fame. You are okay now. You are not doing holidays. God bless you. We'll be here. But if you ignore all of this inconsistency and says that this guy makes sense to you, you have a problem. Your head not lose for you. Listen to somebody, not be Deji. Deji, we're supposed to mental home. I beg.